Hello and welcome to episode 560 of the Daily Sales Message podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. If you're new around here, my name is James Newell and I teach people how to sell for a living. And for me, that comes in two distinct components. It starts with having a clear sales message, being able to explain clearly and articulately what you actually offer to people so they understand it, which sounds flippant, but if you've ever had that problem, you know it's very important to solve. And secondly, you need selling confidence, the ability to be relaxed and comfortable and confident in a selling situation. When you have clarity of message and confidence of delivery, that's when you reach conversion. Anyway, sermon over. In today's episode, we're talking about big brand problem. I call it the big brand problem. And this is when you have the absolute privilege of working with some well-known, big, recognizable brands. Maybe you deal with the BBC or Adidas or Nike or Google or whoever. So you put their logos on your website thinking it's going to impress people and attract people to you. But it can actually do the reverse. It can deter people, because if you work with Google, and I think, well, I'm not as big as Google. Maybe they can't work with me. I could preclude myself from dealing with you. So it's a polite reminder that whilst it's great to use those logos in your communications, mix them in with so-called unknown logos of other people you deal with, and make it very clear the size of business, the type of problem, the size of person, the monetary part, the scope of your offering, where you sit, so I don't preclude myself from dealing with you. Because if you've got really impressive, cool, amazing logos on your website, I might think that I'm small fry and you can't help me, even though I'm probably your next best ideal customer. So don't suffer with the big brand problem. Of course, talk about the cool stuff you're doing, but don't forget to be very clear on who you can work with, from the smallest to the biggest. Right, that's it for this episode of the podcast. Tomorrow, as I check my notes, in episode 561, we're talking about perceived something or other. There's something that we perceive about ourselves, or buyers can perceive about themselves, that puts them off from buying. And it's up to us as sellers to reassure them to resolve it. But I'll cover more of that in tomorrow's episode. Thank you for listening or watching all the way to the end. I do appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow for another fast talking edition, or not so fast talking edition today, of the Daily Sales Message.